So I want to show you, I just got home from a work day and I'm hungry and I need to pack my lunchbox for the next day. I want to kind of show you how I keep on top of my macro counting and still fit it in my busy schedule. Um, for me, if I am not prepared, if I go into my tomorrow and I'm not prepared, then it's not going to be, I cannot expect good results if I'm not prepared ahead of time. All right, so I used my app, my Fitness Pal, to pre-log my day tomorrow ahead of time. And so I made these candied pecans. Terrible lighting, I'm so sorry. Candied pecans. I'm going to take the tiniest bite. Um, they're incredible. And I used them in a recipe, but these are left over. And I could totally just kill all these right now, but that's not what I planned for tonight. So I'm just going to get a little container, a little baggie to take some of these for my lunch tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is I have my scale here. I'm just going to take, I only planned for about 10 grams here, which is about 3 pecans. And so I'm going to just see the negative balance on my scale until I get to 10 right there. So I actually get 4 pecans. This is going to be a little sweet treat with my lunch. So I made Stay Fit Mom's Christmas bake, and it is shredded sweet potatoes. It's like a hash brown casserole, but it's sweet potatoes, shredded sweet potatoes. And I was not sure if I would like it, but it is really, you can see that I tasted it there. It looks so good, and it is actually so delicious. So I am putting this whole container on my scale again, and I plan for 200 grams of this in my lunchbox tomorrow. Take this one. And then I am going to, again, get a negative balance on my scale for 200 grams. And if last night wasn't a work night and I had time to portion this out or put it in containers, I would have done that last night. But I was cramming a lot into a work night. So I didn't get all of that done. So I'm just going to take a spatula here and get out a serving and see how close I am to 200 grams on my scale. And that is 223 grams that I just got out. So I'm going to put a little back. And I'm going to take a little more. That's like one more bite of food right there. And one more bite of food. I'll take all the bites I can get. So I'm about 206 grams. I'll probably just update my app to 206 grams or just call it even. It's close enough. So this is my serving of 200 grams. And it's a nice little serving. It's full of egg whites and turkey sausage and some bacon and some cheddar cheese. It's really, really, really delicious and helps me with my protein goal, which I feel like I'm always preaching about macro-friendly recipes, getting your protein every day a breeze. If you have trouble getting your protein goal daily, shoot for macro-friendly recipes, and they prioritize protein inside the recipe, and it just makes it so much easier to hit your macros. Okay, so my lunch is taken care of. I have my Christmas bake. All right, I have to find the right lid. I'll be right back. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the fridge for the morning. And my candied pecans. And then I am going to get my egg whites ready. I have liquid egg whites every morning for breakfast. Literally almost every single day. Because I have found that if I don't eat my egg whites for breakfast. I mean, that's like a giant serving of my protein for the day. And if I don't eat them for breakfast, I'm going to be scrounging for protein later in the evening. And this is just my go-to, one of my go-tos for hitting my protein every day. I'm not perfect. I actually don't hit it every day, but this gets me really, really close. Okay, so I do 270 grams of liquid egg whites already in a microwave safe container, and I will cook this in the morning before I leave for work. I love to season it with salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. And what do I need next? I need tomorrow evening I will be going to the gym right after work, and I'm going to be hungry, and I'm going to need some carbs for fuel so I can lift some weights. So I am trying to eat more fruits and vegetables, so I'm choosing a banana as my snack for the gym, along with some, hold on, if you haven't tried Clean Simple Eats offbeat butters, this is the pumpkin spice almond cashew butter with pecan pieces, and it is really, really good. All of their stuff that I've tried is really good. So I'm going to be drizzling this on the banana, and then I'm going to have this. We love Great Harvest Bread Company. My husband works right near one of their bakeries over in Henderson, and he brings home constant breads and loaves and treats and all kinds of stuff, and everything so far has been amazing. I love pepperoni bread, so this is their pepperoni roll bread. Like, it is like full of pepperoni and seasonings. I believe that would be rosemary in there. And on my scale again, I want 60 grams. I'm going to cut off about a size that I would want to eat and see how close I am to getting to have that amount. So if I take this away, I'll have a negative amount. This is only 54 grams. I accounted for 60 grams. Instead of slicing a tiny bit more off of that loaf, I'm going to call it good. I'm so happy with this little portion here, and it'll be great. And then while I'm here, I'll just show you. Like, I'm not kidding. There's the, I think you say challah bread. Incredible. This is Mexican chocolate tea cake. This is interestingly kind of spicy. So this is ready for my lunchbox, and I am ready for my morning and lunch and afternoon snack. The only thing I do fresh in the morning is put my coffee together. I did a reel the other day about how I make my mushroom coffee delicious, and I love it hot. And so I make that fresh in the morning with some added protein to give me even more protein in my day. So check that reel out if you're interested. And if you have questions about counting macros and fitting it into your busy life, it is doable and it's worth the effort. It really is. And then, I want to talk about, as I was watching back that video and slicing that piece of bread off, you don't have to use a scale forever. I am still inside my journey where that's really important tool for me still. Eventually, I may feel comfortable with getting away from the scale, but at this point, I have a history of way overeating, knowing what portions are acceptable for my goals, and just paying attention to like how many grams that slice of bread was. It starts to give you an awareness around what a portion looks like, what an acceptable portion might look like for you to fit inside your day with the other things that you want to eat. Um, it's just helping you gain awareness so that when it's time to move away from the scale, you already have an idea of it's not an obsessive, terrible thing. It is such a useful tool and can really change things for you when you become aware of what you're eating and how much you're eating and what an acceptable portion looks like.